Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. I am very excited today because we have Mother's Day coming up. And I have with me today Arely Ruiz, who's president of Coral Gables Women's Club. And we're going to talk about an event they have coming up. If you haven't made plans for your mom, your daughter, your best aunt, you'll want to take them to this event. Before we start, I have to thank South Florida PBS. South Florida PBS sponsors us week after week. And oh my gosh, they have a great program coming up. 2 extraordinary immersive VR experiences, the Colosseum and Napoleon, which I can't wait to see.
I know.
It's a stunning journey through the ambition, passion, and power of one of history's most iconic figures. The experience now in South Florida PBS studios. So call soon and sign up. And for those of you who are not already members of South Florida PBS, you get a beautiful magazine once a month that tells you everything that's going on. They have a health channel also. So if you're in the West Palm area, it's XCL. If you're down here, it's WPBT. But oh my gosh, every time I turn on, they're bringing back a new series that I love. So Arely, thank you for coming, and you look stunning in your 1930s headpiece.
Yes.
And the Mother's Day tea has a cruise theme, and it's specifically because of the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
We are fortunate to have as one of our sponsors, South Florida PBS, for this event.
Yes.
And the event sponsors our dental clinic. So we're going to talk about the dental clinic, and we're going to talk about the event. And first, let's talk about the event because we want everybody.
Yes,
we only have a few tickets left.
Only a few tickets left.
So call today, call right after. Let us know. Is it still on Eventbrite?
On Eventbrite.
Okay.
Eventbrite is the best way to
So what can I expect when I go to this event?
Oh my gosh. So it's a Titanic theme, obviously, like we've talked about. There's going to be brunch. There's going to be, actually, we have vendors that'll be selling hair pieces, and we have a silent auction, and all the proceeds benefit our dental clinic, which has been there since 1939, serving, underserved children in the community.
Right.
So, yes.
So, and I think that from all the information I have, like 500 kids are served annually with a total of, I don't know, you came up with some crazy number, thousands of kids over the years.
Kids, like something like 90,000 kids. And that was like last time I checked. So yes, that number has grown, and we've given millions in dental clinic services over the years.
It's about $250,000 every year. So you can imagine.
Dental services.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And we have wonderful sponsors that year after supporting us, Coral Gables Community Foundation, Rotary, Delta.
Yes.
I don't know. The list goes on and on.
This is the 5th year that we've done an event like this. It started out as a tea, and then, as you know, we decided to do a brunch this year to make it a little more food.
Yes, and we have our catering. Yes, and we're going to have a carvery buffet and unlimited mimosas for those of you who imbibe. If you're under 21, your tickets are less expensive because you can't drink.
Yes. And no, you can't sneak one in.
so the price is $200 per person for an adult. Yes. For anyone under 21, it's $100.
Yes.
And there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, elegant atmosphere, and we'll obviously have a little entertainment, pictures. We're hoping to recreate the staircase. Let's see what happens with that. That's going to be interesting.
Right.
And Rita, as you know, is providing the catering, and Rita also runs Birdie Bistro at the Coral Gables Golf Club. So we're very excited to have her back as well.
Yeah. And Rita actually helped. I'm also, most of you know, I'm also president of the Doral West Dade Women's Club. Mm-hmm. I wear 2 hats. Yes. And our trip to the Titanic experience, she catered that, and it was fabulous.
It was fabulous.
And
we had so much fun.
And that reminds me, we're a member of District 11, which is got 12 or 13 clubs in that, in that district, from all the way from North Miami to Key West. And if there are other clubs or if there are other service organizations that are looking to do a similar trip, South Florida PBS has this Coliseum exhibit, the other one, Titanic, still running. They give you great group discounts. So it can be
Yeah.
like a mini fundraiser for you. Get a bus, like we did.
Like we did.
And
That
we
was
had
so much fun.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I had only previewed the Titanic. So to get the full experience was fun. But I can't wait for Napoleon and the
Oh, I
Coliseum.
know. That's amazing.
That's going to be so
yeah.
good.
And going back to the Titanic,
Yeah.
it was like, remember when we walked into this room and they put those masks on us? And
The
it was
virtual
like-
reality.
Yeah. And you were like, you felt like you were actually submerged in
Right.
the
You
water.
turned
It
around
was
and
just
like you were there.
unbelievable. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was unbelievable. Yeah. So
we're going to
encourage
look for
everyone to go see
these
it.
upcoming immersive experiences that they're doing are going to have a similar, draw and appeal because of the virtual reality that you can do. But a lot of times South PB gets these exhibits or these experiences, but then they add to them. So if you've seen them someplace else, it's not going to be the same as when you come because all the expertise, talent, and whatever they have at South Florida PBS enables them, and they've got sponsors that enables them to do, go the extra, make an extra step to make it even more impressive. That's why they've been selling out.
Yeah.
They sell out every day, and then thousands of school kids go for free.
This is amazing.
Which is because it's such an educational experience.
Yeah.
So,
And we have to shout out to Janesi.
Janessia Squee, who is the chief of marketing and community and education for South Florida PBS, and Dolores. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
their CEO and president is
Both of them have been wonderful.
pretty amazing. Yeah. They're always thinking out of the box and getting the funding they needed and not relying on. I know there were big funding cuts, but they've been very smart about being ahead of the game.
Yes, definitely.
So they're my heroes. I think they're just terrific. So we just came back from convention, the General Federation of Women's Clubs, and we got an award out of 185 clubs.
I know. We got 3 awards actually.
Yeah.
Yes. One of them is,
but for the district.
For the district, exactly. But for the club itself, we got the honor score. But the one that's very significant is the President's Project, which was, the first flight to honor women. Veterans, which took place in March. And we did several projects to raise money over the past year to support the flight. One of them was we had Katie Coleman.
Katie Coleman. That was a huge thing.
That was amazing. She did, she's
the
a
astronaut.
performer.
For those of you who don't know,
yes,
she's
exactly.
one of the.
She brought her book. We had a book signing with her. She gave an amazing presentation and told us what it was like.
And then she ended up at convention.
Yes, and then
at fall board.
Yes, because they loved that idea, so they went ahead and they hired her to speak, which was amazing.
Yeah,
so
that was fun. Yeah. So we got an award for that.
We got 3rd place in the entire district, but there's how many clubs again? It's amazing.
185 clubs.
Yes.
We were 2 out of 85 that got a 5-star membership award
as well. Yes.
So where some clubs, service clubs, are having trouble bringing in members, the Coral Gables Club, the Doral Club, all our district are just doing an amazing job of
continue to grow,
of getting people involved in community service, and that's the key. We always tell people, this is not a business organization. This, you're going to make friends for life, and you're going to do good work in the community. So that's more important. And sometimes you do get business out of it, but if you don't, you've made friends for life. So that's
exactly like us.
There you go. Yeah, that's how. Exactly. I brought her into the club, and now she's president. What can I tell you?
I do everything Gloria tells me to do.
So coming up, we've got our club's installation, and my club's. What's today? May 10th will be our 6-month anniversary.
I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. And of course, she had me join that club too. So
yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. Because, I had to join that club too.
So
we have so many events, and then we have Gringo Bingo coming up as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So those of you who don't or have not been to Gringo Bingo, we have Gringo Bingo on the 26th of May. It's always on. We have it once a month, and it used to be the second Tuesday, but we had to adapt to busy schedules because everybody especially me, belonging to 2 clubs. So we have Stephen Bradley coming. Stephen has. I used to have a show here, but he's with Vivo. He's their managing partner, and that's at Dolphin Mall. But he comes all the way into the Gables. And he MCs, and he's quite an entertainer. So we have a party. So whereas some people have just bingo games and they make cash and whatever, people that come to our event just come to have a good time. And we got prizes. They're not huge prizes, but they're prizes. Nobody cares what they win. They just want to come and meet new people and listen to music. And sometimes we dance, sometimes we do karaoke, but we have a good time.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing anything on the 26th, Birdie Bistro, which is on the Granada Golf Course, it's $30 a person. You get a glass of beer, wine, or soda, and 13 bingo cards. And then if you want to order from the menu, you can, but that's on you. So,
and again, it's to benefit the dental clinic.
So, and the very next one, because we had one of our members pass away who had juvenile diabetes. So the next one we're going to share between the dental clinic and the American Diabetes Association.
Yes. We've helped a lot of nonprofits.
But over the years,
Gloria, because you've spearheaded that entire project. We've been doing Gringo Bingo for how many years now?
2019? Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, right before
February.
COVID. It was before COVID.
Right,
I remember
we did it a year.
with you and at Clutchburger, the restaurant that Steven used to have. Yeah,
he used to own,
he used to own.
And it became, the first one we did was so popular that Stephen said, we have to do it every month.
Yes.
And then I said, then I need a nonprofit body to take the funds. And we kept, every month we would do it for a different charity.
Yes.
So right now the last couple we've been doing for the dental clinic because the need is critical, which is why this brunch is so important.
It's so important, yes.
It feeds the dental clinic. But after that, ultimately we'll start going back and just donate their money to a different charity every time.
Every time, exactly.
So in the past we've done,
oh my God,
Alzheimer's,
so many, alopecia,
areata,
diabetes, Alzheimer's Association, arthritis,
Live Like Bella.
Yes.
I'm trying to.
Every month, there's just so many.
Veterans projects with Rotary, their Veterans Bingo. But it's fun to be able to help different charities out and bring them to the table. And sometimes we recruit new members that way too.
Yes.
We go, hey, we have Gringo Bingo.
Definitely.
Yeah. So next up for you. You've got a lot of stuff on your plate.
I have a lot of stuff on my plate.
Okay, Arely is one of the best PRP persons you'll ever meet.
Thank you, Gloria.
And actually, we've got Katie here today, one of the daughters of one of our new members.
Yes.
She's like, and Zoni's my producer. There you go. Turn around and say hi, guys.
Yay, turn around and say hi. Say hi.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Zoni is like this wonderful producer that's been helping us out for a long, long time. It's maybe how many years? A year now? Almost 1 year? Yeah.
1 year. Wow.
And he's like teaching Katie the ropes here on how to produce the show. But because she has a PR agency, she may need to enlist you as an intern.
Yes.
So she's looking for a job.
I'm looking for interns, so that would be fabulous.
Yeah, right.
Always looking for interns. I love to work with young people and help them, get to the next level. I
know, and you've done a lot over the years.
Thank you. Yeah, I've tried. I really try. Yeah.
So,
and I love the energy and enthusiasm, and it's inspirational for me too because it helps me, as
you
well
learn
to continue to grow and learn, and and especially with technology is growing so fast that they know more than we do at this point with that.
Well, because they grew up on it.
They grew up with it. Exactly.
Yeah, right. So nothing is new to them.
No, nothing's new to them.
So, but I've gotten to where I don't rely on young people as much. I started, being smart and saying, you know what, you can Google it.
Yes.
Because that's what they're doing.
Yeah. And
what?
And using an AI,
they act like they know it, but in fact,
but they're like,
I was just being lazy and not Googling it. So I had one thing. I was trying to delete people from my phone, and for the longest time, I asked different people, "How do you do it? Does anybody have an iPhone? How do you do that?" Yesterday, I Googled it.
And you
It
figured
took
it
me
out.
2 seconds.
There you go. You
I'm
see?
going,
Yeah.
I could have done this a year ago.
And they love the videos on YouTube. The videos,
Oh, yeah.
the informational videos that teach you how to do stuff. I love
Oh,
those.
yeah. Those
It's
are.
easy. You can Google almost anything now, and Chat GPT and Grok. It's amazing.
I've got 2 daughters, so
Yeah.
they decide they're gonna install a garbage disposal. They went on YouTube and they did it, and then I bought new lamps for out in front of my house. And they said, I think we can do this. And they like to work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
Awesome.
go, yeah. Let's just read the directions and we can do this.
We can do
YouTube.
this. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly.
I've got one daughter who fixed a washing machine. I go, who does that?
Who does that? That's amazing.
Most people just say, oh, just call somebody. Yeah. But now, pretty
That
soon
is
service people are
amazing.
going to be out of business if my kids are around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah.
so tell me, we both have grandkids.
Yes.
But you have
twins. Yes, I have twins. They're going to be 2 years old in July. I can't. I'm still like in shock. I'm so happy.
So
They're,
now
like,
that
such a
you're not president, you'll have a little more time for your grandbabies.
Yes,
Although
yes.
you're spending a lot of time with them already.
Yes, I am. I try to work everything around since I have my own business. My schedule is flexible. Yeah, but it's still hard.
Yeah, well,
Juggling everything, and nowadays it's like, I'm so happy that women over the years have been able to open their own businesses and do so much. But at the same time, we wear so many hats.
I know.
We have to take care of the house. We have to work. We have to take care of the kids. And the responsibility just keeps growing and growing and growing. But it's also a blessing. It's kind of like, especially with the grandkids, it's a blessing.
Oh, for sure.
Because you give them back. You take care of them, and you ultimately just,
That's
okay,
the best thing about grandkids. That was the best thing.
That's the best thing, yeah.
Yeah, you spoil them rotten.
You spoil them,
Exactly. Turn them back in.
Yeah. So I brought you some gloves for Saturday.
Oh,
Gloria.
yes. Let's
We have
see.
to wear our gloves on Saturday. Yes. We have to get into a theme.
Okay, these go all the way up. Let's see if they go.
Yes, all the way up. So
Let's see.
yeah, I'm going to actually wear white ones, I think, on Saturday with my outfit. But, we have to make it fun.
Okay, let's see if it goes. Oh, yeah, it goes all the way up.
See, it goes all the way up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Oh, these are nice.
Aren't they nice?
Yeah. Thank
So,
you.
yes.
Are these a gift? Do I get to keep
They're
them?
gifts. You get to keep
Oh,
them.
goody.
Yes.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, I have like
You got a lot of them just
I
in
got a lot
case.
of them. I keep buying
Back
them,
up.
and I forget that I already have them.
I have a tendency to lose. I had white ones, and I have right now in my closet. I have one white and one black.
Yes.
Just one.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to the other one. I have a feeling that we take it off to like either eat or drink or something, and then you lay them down and you never see them again.
I know.
Right.
So this is so nice because it's like a reminder also of like a bygone era, but we get to,
Absolutely.
we get to relive it on Saturday. And, getting back to what I was talking about with all the additional responsibility and everything, do you know last year when I was looking up statistics, because my business now is going to be 15 years old, up until like I think it was 1985, women had to have a male cosigner for a business loan.
Do you know
That was just yesterday.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? Marian Gratulis founded Gulliver Schools.
Yeah.
And she used to tell the story about what it took her to get a loan to buy the school that she bought a little school. I can't remember the name of it. Do you remember? It was in Coconut Grove. Anyway, she bought this little school and she went from bank to bank to get a loan. Everybody told her no. And finally, her last resort, she said, I finally just cried. And he felt sorry for me and they gave me a loan. And look what happened to Gulliver under her leadership.
Unbelievable. Actually worked for her when I was going to BU, when I was going to Boston University.
Right.
And when I would come down on spring break and Christmas break and all that, I worked at the academy and I worked at the prep.
Right.
Gulliver Prep.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
She ran that school. She did such an
So she was
incredible
like always like such an icon.
Yeah.
In our community.
Definitely. Yeah.
And so Looking at the time, we still have time.
We still have time.
We still have.
'cause
We still have
talk
time.
Forever,
I
Gloria.
know. We can't. I usually go over.
I take these off because these are early. Yeah.
Are they bothering you? Yeah.
They're a little warm.
A little warm. Well, it's usually freezing in here.
Yes. So what else can we talk about? Let's see. We have so much to talk about always.
Okay, so the Doral West Dade Women's Club is a brand new club. So for people that live West Dade, Broward, not Broward, well, actually Broward too, because I'm talking to Valerie because it takes her 20 minutes from where her office is in Broward to get to Doral.
Oh, that's fantastic. So she can join us. That's exciting.
Yeah. People, but there is no women's club in West Dade or in Doral. And even though I live in Doral, I'm commuting all the time, and I work in South Miami, so it's not a stretch for me. But for the people that work in West Dade or they work in Doral and they live in Doral, there was no group of an English-speaking club, because there are many like charitable groups. But I tell people, if you're limited in English, the best thing you can do is join our club.
Yes.
Because we conduct everything in English.
Yes.
And I know people in the Coral Gables Club, that's what happened to them. They joined, they were semi-literate in English and became fluent.
Yes.
Because they're forced to speak in English.
Yeah.
So, and that's why a lot of people in South Florida, I believe, don't learn or don't get English right away, is because they don't have to.
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you, I live in Doral.
That's very difficult.
And I speak Spanish a lot. Even though, just because it's easier.
It's easier because,
But I feel bad because I'm not helping the people by speaking in Spanish to them. But sometimes I'm just impatient and I just want to get them the message across. So...
But that's so true, because my mom, when she came from Cuba and she went to New York, she was forced to learn English. We still spoke Spanish at home. Yeah. And then when I went to school, when I was, back then you didn't start school until you were like 5.
Right, exactly.
And I remember, and I went to St. Patrick's, and everybody spoke English except me. And I learned it like this. It was unbelievable.
They grab it.
Yeah,
they grab it really
at that
quickly.
age, you grab languages like really fast. You learn them really fast.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the synapses in the brain and whatever, So, So the Doral West Dade Women's Club, we meet the second Wednesday of the month in Doral. Right now we're meeting at noon, and we have a hard stop because we're cognizant that people are working.
Yes.
So we have a hard stop at 1. So we get together around 11:30 for a little social, but 12 to 1 is the meeting. Doesn't matter what happens, hard stop at 1 o'clock, and everybody that wants to can leave. They don't have to, because we've got the room for a little longer. But Nubia Elena Medina with NMG Consulting is kindly lets us use her third floor
conference
room. So and it's right off the Palmetto. It's kind of
easily
handy,
accessible. Yes.
Yeah, easy to get to. And we've already done a couple of events. We helped the Women's Voice Network already with a fundraiser they did at
the toy drive, right? Correct.
And then we did the toy drive, and then we I forgot about the toy drive.
Yeah.
And then we did the art exhibit. We did a little thing with the art exhibit at the Intercontinental. The Intercontinental Hotel in Doral does these, I think quarterly or every few months they do a beautiful reception, and they feature different artists. I think it's White Gallery that does it, and they're so nice. But they kindly let us, tag along and do little fundraisers and get involved. So
they have beautiful artwork in the lobby always.
Oh, isn't that
always
true?
Featuring beautiful artwork.
I know.
Yes,
I know. So anyway, if you're looking to join a women's club, Coral Gables Women's Club is a great one, and the Doral West Dade Women's Club. We don't have a clubhouse, or you can join both, like Arely and our outgoing district director Ruth Martinez did. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, but I thank you for coming today, and so we can promote our Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to everyone. Yes. Again, South Florida PBS, you're the best resource in our community. Thank you so much, and start looking out for the Coliseum and the Napoleon exhibit, because it's going to be fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today, and happy Mother's Day to everybody. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
You want to launch a podcast, but you got no clue how or where? CNewsTV makes it easy. Choose from one of our 4 podcast studios, Studio A, B, C, or D. We provide the professional space, the equipment, the crew, the know-how, and even a host if you need one. Book a studio now at sales@cnews.net.